only on DAZN. He silenced Britain's best, Usyk, the Brit breaker, but now the dynamite is ready to explode. One night, one shot, and undisputed. Usyk versus Dubois 2, July 19th. Right now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Anthony Joshua may not fight Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua ready to come back and take the heavyweight division by storm. So Anthony Joshua earlier this year was calling for Tyson Fury. And before I carry on, if you could have a look there on screen, the like, the subscribe, the notification bell, if you could smash all three of them, I would greatly appreciate it. Anthony Joshua was calling for Tyson Fury earlier this year. That's just, we all know about that. In fact, the Ring Magazine article here basically says AJ, who was the Ring Magazine's number 5, has made no secret of its desire for his 33rd fight was the long-awaited battle with Britain's Tyson Fury, but Fury announced his surprise retirement earlier this year. It meant that Joshua had to look elsewhere. He is yet to find one, but he did use his time out of the gym to undergo surgery on a troublesome elbow and is now plotting a return. There is no announcement on a likely date or opponent, although Deontay Wilder has expressed recent interest in securing an AJ fight after ending his own hiatus earlier this month. Joshua is expected to fight again before the end of 2025, and he insists his spell of inactivity will only ensure his comeback is even better. Now, Joshua was calling for Tyson Fury. Obviously, it's said there. Fury announced his retirement. Fury announces yesterday that he's come back to the ring in 2026. Okay, fine, whatever. Who are you fighting? Well, likelihood is he's going to fight Alexander Usyk, providing, of course, that Alexander Usyk, and it's no mean feat, it's no foregone conclusion, that he gets by Daniel Dubois. If he doesn't get by Daniel Dubois, well then, we could really be in for a 2026 after all. We could be in for a treat of Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. But it all hinges on Alexander Usyk getting the job done against Daniel Dubois. Well, actually, if he gets the job done against Daniel Dubois, it ain't going to be Anthony Joshua Fury fights. But if he loses to Dubois, chances are we might actually get to see this fight after all. But Anthony Joshua, as he says there, he's been out of the ring, he's coming back this year. We haven't had an announcement on a date nor an opponent. Wilder is mentioned, Big Baby Anderson has been mentioned, Gerald Miller has said that Joshua turned it down. Do you believe that? Well, I'm in London, I've got a bridge here I can sell you. There you go. I think Anthony Joshua, what he needs to do moving forward is he needs to 100% just take each day, each fight, each training camp, one day at a time. Don't fixate on Tyson Fury. Don't fixate on him, especially if Alexander Usyk wins. At that point, if Alexander Usyk beats Daniel Dubois, if I was Anthony Joshua, I would be saying, right, stick a fork in the Fury fight. Let's move on from that. Let's see what we can do with this next year, 18 months, which is really all he has left in his career, let's be frank, right? That's really it. So I'll carry on reading this article further. At an event in London on Tuesday night, Joshua said, "Fighting is what I do, it's my life. What I did was take a year out for the first time in my career. That's 12 to 13 years as a professional. I took a year out to get my body right. I'm at a different stage in my career where I can look at time a bit differently. I haven't got a lot of years in front of me in terms of boxing anyway. So I got to make an executive decision on what to do next. So the minute I come back, you know I'm coming back with a bang rather than just rolling through and going through the motions. I took my time out to ensure I come back fully active, fully ready to go and take the division by storm. I'll take whatever fights are needed. Every fight is a big fight." Those are the words of Anthony Joshua. Again, I say, I like what I'm seeing here. Anthony Joshua, throughout the course of his career, I've always kind of felt as though he has felt the pressure from fans, from Matchroom, from broadcasters, and when he had that outburst, and we didn't obviously watch that in the look back that me and Eddie did a couple of weeks ago, but you knew it was coming, and for him to do an outburst like that, albeit a couple of years ago now, it wasn't surprising. You knew it was coming eventually, and it did, but I'm not surprised that he had an outburst like that because he's always had this pressure. And even after he lost to Usyk again, you still felt that he had pressure on his shoulders. When he went to the ring against Daniel Dubois, that night in Wembley nearly a year ago. He didn't look right. Well, if you look at the Dubois fight and you look at Joshua's ring walk, excuse me, it's stark contrast the ring walk that night in Wembley to the ring walk in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, when he fought Usyk in the rematch. He had something there. I think now, with what I'm seeing from Anthony Joshua, he does seem more relaxed. He seems more comfy in his skin. He seems more content with where he is in his career. We may very well, over the next year, see Anthony Joshua not at his best. We're never going to get that. But if we can get into something like he was in the Usyk rematch, at the end of the day, he lost that fight. He did. But he was good enough to make it very competitive. Having watched the Fury fights, having watched the Alexander Usyk-Anthony Joshua rematch, AJ did better and had Usyk in more trouble than Fury did in 24 rounds. Facts. Go back and watch that fight, the full 12 rounds. Go back and watch the look back, the full 12 rounds, you'll see it. Me and Ade's reaction, right? AJ, if he can get a semblance of that, we've got something here. We definitely have something here. And it's going to be interesting to see who they put him in there with. If it is Deontay Wilder next, I would make AJ firm favourite. I think Wilder, although he is showing that he still can let the trigger go, I don't know if there's much gunpowder on that trigger anymore, or in that barrel anymore, because the right hand landed on Herden plenty of times. It had effects, but not the effects that you would see typical Wilder opponents, even fighters who have good chins, when they go in there against Wilder and get hit with that right hand. It was different. So AJ against Wilder, I'd make him favourite. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Jared Anderson, because when I look at it now, I think like, AJ comes through that. It's a win over a younger, new crop heavyweight. What that could do for his confidence is brilliant. Never mind these little gimme fights, the Jermaine Franklins of the world, no disrespect to him, but the Oliver Leans and stuff like that. No, there's just no need for them. There's just no flipping need for them. Let's just put him into the deep end. He's a big boy. If he can swim, happy days. If he sinks, well then we know where he stands. So Anthony Joshua coming back, I'm looking forward to it. I think he needs to just forget about Tyson Fury. Even if Alexander Usyk loses to Daniel Dubois, he needs to just forget about that. Put Fury to the back of his mind. If it happens, it happens. Happy days. Don't fixate on it. Do not fixate on it, because he's not going to be fixating on you. So why should you waste your energy fixating on Tyson Fury? If it happens, it happens. If there's demand on that fight, it will happen. If there's no other option for Tyson Fury, we know that. So just let it be. That's what I got to say to Anthony Joshua. And I would say it to him. If he was in front of me now, I'd be saying, just go through the motions. Focus on your career. Don't worry about what these guys are doing. Be the best you can be. A little pep talk at the end there. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed the video as always, people. If you could, smash the like button, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. Until next time.
Live, only on DAZN, July 12th. Ring 3, Berlanga versus Shiraz and Stevenson versus Cepeda. They're in their prime, they're hungry, and they're done being called the future. Berlanga versus Shiraz, Stevenson versus Cepeda. Ring 3, live, only on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.